Hey guys, so Jason Cardamone here. Guys, I want to share some advice around when you're first building your business, and this is especially helpful for brand new people, brand new entrepreneurs, or those struggling to get to a full-time income. And if you're not there yet, there's a tendency to just put one's head down and focus. Now, there's two kinds of people here. Now, you got to figure out where you fall on this. And I want to share with you some of the mistakes that I made, and I'll share with you the kind of person that I was and how I've become more balanced and really living more of the life I always dreamed. And if I were to I never regret anything, but if I were to redo anything, I want to share with you what that would have been, what it would look like, so you can really gain benefit from this. So there's two kinds of people that if you're starting a business, you're trying to, even if you already are full-time, you're just trying to go for a new income goal, you're going from like 10K a month to 30K a month, you're going for your first 100K a month, whatever it is. And this is so common across the board, is that a lot of people focus on the business so much that they forget about why they're even doing the business and what is their actual life they want to create and where's the fun. And this especially tends to be the people, if you're the kind of person who like I used to teach this all the time, sprint and recover, right? So that would mean working, there were periods where I've worked 130 hours a week. And that's literally like measured working. That doesn't include when I'm sleeping or taking a shower or eating or anything. And so, well, it's measured time on a computer, on a phone. But if you imagine, there's only like 30 some hours left on top of that to even sleep. And so it's not healthy in any capacity. And what was slipping when I was doing that was the family time. It was the fun. Like right now, guys, here, I'll actually show you. I'm traveling down the road here and I'm headed down. I'm going, you can see the beautiful Colorado Rocky Mountains in the background. And it's, this is far more beautiful with the sun out. But with all that said, I am going to the rec center right now to meet my wife and my children, and we're gonna go hang out and we're gonna have some fun. Now, I'm in the middle of a major business push right now, and I'm going from what is currently multiple 5 figures a month and greatly amplifying that. In fact, I'm driving towards 100K per month. And I'm not gonna be there this month, but I'm also, even if I were to be there this month, I'm not willing to sacrifice the time with my family and children and relationships and having fun and working out and doing the things that are healthy for my relationships, my nutrition, my body, myself, my emotions, my mentality. I'm not gonna sacrifice all that, even though I'm in a giant push right now. And so I'm being very, congruent with you, sharing with you that the old Jason Cardamone, the guy that I'm trying to help you, that was not as fulfilled as I am today, and the guy that was not as happy and in fact didn't leave as big of an impact on the world around him, which includes you as you're watching this video right now, and as you're paying close attention all the way through the end, you're gonna start to realize even more and more that this directly applies to you and it applies to me. And because we're related, we influence each other, we influence everybody else in our spheres of influence. So it's in my interest to teach you all from my mistakes. Like I don't want you to make all the mistakes that I made. And I don't care whether you're one of my clients and I'm helping you build a business, or anybody in my sphere of influence. I want us all the collective conscious, as we're all connected together, I want that to rise up. And so what you need to be very consciously aware of is your whole day filled with work? And if that tends to be you, just be honest about it and look at what else could you do to have even more fun than you're already having? What else could you do to be even healthier and have even more energy than you already have? What could you do right now that would make the biggest difference in your relationships, whether it's with your spouse, your children, your parents, your coworkers, or anybody, that would make the biggest difference over the next week, the next day, the next hour, even the next month or year? And as you're looking at these things, many of them are not going to directly be related to your business. But what happens is, as you focus on these, you become even more fulfilled and more happy and more well-rounded, because a big part of communication, it's nonverbal. It's not the words you're hearing as they're entering your eardrums, and every single word as I enunciate it very clearly and you can understand exactly what I'm saying right now. That is actually the minority of communication, is you listening and hearing these words. The deeper, much, much deeper part of communication, it is the way the words I'm saying are making you feel. It's the body language. It's what you're seeing visually in my body language. It's what you're seeing in my eye patterns. Now, granted, I'm watching the road so I don't get in a wreck here, so I'm not looking directly at you like I normally would. But I am glancing down, and you can see that I am being transparent and open and honest. And that's like, you know, when you're listening to one of those people, there's just something not quite right. You know, there's something, they just have some other agenda. It's just not quite there. And so you can see, because that's called communication. And watching my body language and listening to every single word I'm saying, and also the words themselves, whether I say the words themselves or I say the language that I am using. Those are different sets of words to say a very similar thing. That's only 7% of the actual communication, the message that comes across. So I'm sharing all that because how all this, well, a rabbit just flew in front of my car, so I had to like lose my train of thought there. How all this relates to you is that as your communication gets better and better, you begin to realize your life is revolving around your happiness, and as it revolves around your happiness is amplifying your, and I'm out here I'm in the parking lot hunting for my wife's car. Here, let me see if this will help you guys too. There you go. So as your communication, as you're becoming more aware of how you're feeling about yourself, that is transferring out through all of your communications. And as you're transferring that out through your communications, other people, that is what the definition of communication is. And as people are getting your real message and understanding how transparent you are or not, if you're not a transparent person, that feeds through, because we are ingrained in our deepest part of our subconscious, guys, and our superconscious. We understand, and especially your conscious, as you become more aware of this, you start to understand what someone who's telling the truth, the difference, and how that makes you feel, what things to look for. And does this remind you of someone who maybe you got taken once, and now this is a totally different thing, and you see those patterns, you feel those patterns, you can hear the exact same types of words or same kind of like things that people take you through. And so why that's all important is that because as you become a more well-rounded and fulfilled and happy and joyous person that has true wealth, and I mean far beyond little $100 bills, far beyond the financial side of things. I'm talking about when as if a light or an energy emits from you, and as if you are the power source to everybody all around you and the inspiration. And as you amplify that even more and more, you inspire more people around you, and that attracts people. And what happens is your business will actually multiply and grow just because you're focused on being a more congruent and a more well-rounded, a more holistic person. And I know those are a bunch of huge words. It really means be more happy, do more of what you love. Like if you have a hobby, if you like playing video games, if you like flying kites or building something, or like my daughter just learned how to do these little like yarn things. She's making a scarf. My daughter's 9 years old. She's never done this, and just watching her, she loves it. And she's super good at like coloring and drawing, and like she's super technical minded, and she loves these like little, what I would say, tedious kinds of activities. She thrives in it. She just gets lost and she loves it, kind of like her dad has been it from time to time. And I'm sharing that because your ability to dive into those things, and first of all, you know what they are, and there are some things you can still discover, but as you're fighting those even more and more, that is what allows your business the extra creativity, the extra freedom. And as you have that extra weight off your shoulders, so to say, that openness in your thought patterns and your you're just more calm and you're able to think things through because you're not going like, go, 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 go. I got to do this. I got a list of 50 things. I got to, guys, I have that list. I was working it all day long and I cranked it and I was super productive too. This is my time to go hang with my family. This is my time to go chill. And so I'm actually gonna go start doing that right now, and we're gonna start walking in here as I'm closing out this video. So guys, as I'm ending this, I just want you to keep in mind that your ultimate business comes from you being the best person you can be. And the best person you can be isn't someone who just works like overly way too many. I'm not saying you don't push in your business. I'm not saying to, you know, don't. Dude, you got to put in 100-hour weeks when it's called for. You got to do what you got to do when you got to do it. I'm not telling you to not work 100-hour weeks. I do that stuff all the time. I also kick ass on the other 68 hours throughout a week. And there's 168 hours in every week. That is plenty of time to squeeze in 100-hour weeks when it's called for and do what you got to do. And so as you become more congruent and a more well-rounded, fulfilled, happy person, you literally attract better things into your life through the law of attraction, through gratitude, through you just showing up as a better person. Because is it inspiring to you when you see somebody that you can tell they work a good double, triple time hours? I've been that guy. And you see that person, they're super stressed out. You know they're on the verge of a heart attack. You know they can't continue over the long term like that. That is not attractive. It may be inspiring. That's awesome. Look what you can create. Dude, do you know how many multi-7 and 8 figure earners that I know that are freaking miserable? They're super miserable because of, that was actually a pretty cool view back there. They're super miserable because all they've done is focus on money. Is that who you need to look at? What is your outcome? What are you becoming? Because it's money. It just isn't about fulfillment. Fulfillment is about you becoming the best person you can be and being happy within that process. So guys, that's the lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed this. I encourage you to go to jasonswebinar.com, JASONSWEBINAR.com. Check that out. There's an awesome video there. If you like more of this stuff, you want to learn more about what I do, or more importantly, you want to learn how to work with a mentor like me that's made multiple 7 figures, helped countless thousands of people make their first profits online, and even just recently in the past few months, I've helped more than 3 people to make 15 to 25K, even beyond that. Brand new people. In fact, 2 of them have never made more than a couple $100 in an online business, and that's among another 100 people making their first 4-figure months and beyond. So, well, 4-figure months for those other people. So, guys, that's it. I want to share that with you. It's jasonswebinar.com. I hope you enjoyed this. Please, dude, like this, leave your comments. Let me know if you agree with me, you disagree. I love when people disagree with me. I love when they agree. I love when people interact. Share this if this adds value. If you know somebody that needs these lessons, share this with other people. Leave your comments, like it, love it, hate it, whatever you want. And I appreciate you guys. We'll chat soon.